Welcome, this is Randy, the Ragamuffin Piper. And I'm glad you made it to Ragamuffin Messages of Hope. Today we're going to talk about hope and freedom. You may have noticed that I always like to key in my subjects around short phrases or single word titles. That's that way in my book and in my blog posts, and it's just something that I do. And once in a while, something I see or something I hear or read will catch my attention. So today's message of hope is a little different. I was doing an online Bible study, just a short 5-minute thing that happens every few days. And I came upon these verses, and I want to read them to you. I love to read on camera. And I hate having glasses, but I want to read it, not try to remember it. But if you're feeling confined today, or boxed in by your past, or maybe what other people have done, maybe you've said something that you can't take back, maybe that's caused drama or even hurt in your life. It might have got between you and a friend. Words are kind of permanent that way. Where do you find freedom from that guilt, that pain, the hurt? Where do you find that freedom? Philippians 4:6 and 7, in some cases here. Philippians 4:6 says this. This is the Message version. I always like to jump through a couple different ones, all right? But this is what the Message says. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers, letting God know your concerns. Before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness and everything coming together for good will come and settle you down. It's wonderful what happens when Christ displaces worry at the center of your life. You might need to pause this right here and back that up, because that is exactly what I need to hear. It might be what you need to hear to set you free from your words in the past, somebody else's words in the past. The Amplified Bible says it this way: do not be anxious or worried about anything, but in everything, every circumstance and every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, continue to make your specific requests known to God. And the peace of God, that peace which reassures the heart, that peace which transcends all understanding, that peace which stands guard over your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus, is yours. And that, my friends, is how you find freedom. Oh my goodness. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let the petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers. I think sometimes we forget to pray in a fashion that admits what we're worried about. Does God know what we're thinking? Yeah, He does. He knows how we feel. He knows all of that. Your concern, your sadness, your guilt, none of that takes Him by surprise. Just to let you know. Let your worries and your trials, let all of that stuff that weighs you down, boxes you in, and takes away your freedom, let that come together to form your prayer. And then bring it specifically to God. You know, we've been working through this book a little bit together. This is Jesus Today by Sarah Young. And it's just I use it as a way to inspire my thoughts, to inspire my prayer time, and sometimes to inspire these videos. And in case you have it, in case you're in possession of one, it's chapter 146. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I love this couple of lines in it. It says, "My peace is a soft, soothing pillow for your weary head. Pry your mind away from plans and problems so you can rest in my healing presence. Whisper, I trust you, Jesus, while you relax, body, mind, and soul, while you rest in my protective presence." Instead of pondering your problems, let those precious truths renew your mind, and they will set you free. What truths? Your gratefulness, your love for God, His love for you, the safety that He wants to provide to you, the peace that He wants to give to you. If you're not free today, then let all those things that have held you captive over the years, let those things form your prayers. Let those things form your petitions to God, and be specific and be open with your mouth as you pray them. I think it does us good to admit them out loud. So today I pray for you all, and I love to see the comments. You know, I'm always there in the comments. I always answer them. I always see them. Put your prayer request in there if you want, your praises in there if you want. But let your trials, let your guilt, let your past failures, sometimes we open our mouth when we shouldn't. It's a good one for me. Let those be your petition to God to change the way you are, but to give you freedom. This is Randy, the Ragamuffin Piper, and these are Ragamuffin Messages of Hope. I sincerely believe that we need to come together, and I pray that you have gotten something special out of some of these, that they bring you some enlightenment. Not that they're profound, but that maybe you heard something you needed to hear. I know I did. Thanks for joining me. It's a special thing to have you here. We'll see you again soon. God bless you.